Each year, Fort Drum holds a ceremony to remember fallen soldiers, bringing family members onto the local Army post. 7 News reporter Sandy Torres attended this year's event.
With a lane of wreaths, a somber Monday, and Memorial Park on Fort Drum. It is the annual remembrance ceremony for fallen Fort Drum and 10th Mountain Division soldiers.
It's appropriate that we first gather here, surrounded by plaques bearing the names of loved ones.
Here, William Havener shared the story of his father. Havener's father, Captain William Havener, died during a plane training accident at then known as Camp Drum in 1974.
I was able to bring the human factor and represent my father so that people knew his story and his sacrifice and how much he loved this country and how much he loved flying.
Major General Scott Nauman, commanding general of the 10th Mountain Division, says it is important to come together, especially for families like the Haveners.
It really inspires us because it connects us to our past. It connects us to our heritage, and it really moves us forward. And it's wonderful that we're able to spend time with these families, to hear their stories, and to remember their loved ones' service.
This annual remembrance ceremony will kick off the Mountain Fest festivities at Fort Drum this week. Sandy Torres, 7 News.